Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Wednesday in the NBA. It's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Phoenix Suns. And now let's send it out to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll see you at halftime, everybody.
Ready for action are the Suns. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr will provide the analysis. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First for Los Angeles, and it's center the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Davis in at the four-man position. And for the Suns, then it's Bridges, and it's Crowder in at the power forward.
Well, you know, I tell you what, guys, it's a tough road to hoe when you're trying to rebuild in the Western Conference. There's just no room or margin for error, and teams pile on while you're down.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by LeBron.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
And back to the Suns in the West. They did finish with the worst record in the conference. They managed only 17 wins, Steve, against other teams in the West.
And that wasn't the worst mark, but it was close. The Suns' problem was that they didn't have a huge inside presence for long stretches of the season. And when you lack depth against teams with tough power forwards or centers out west, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
That one is off.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. And they never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
And he's good on the second. I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled with how Clark he made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
You know, the Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the seven-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys, and when you got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
Knocks it loose. Tucker the pass to Davis. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
So it's Phoenix now. It's a three-point game. Paul for three. Shot is no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
You look at Chris Paul and his physical stature, guys. I mean, he's not overwhelmingly strong or certainly not that big. Doesn't really bounce out of the gym. But it's the way he knows how to use everything that he has, particularly his body control. That allows him to be a dangerous finisher in the paint on a consistent basis.
The Lakers making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And Booker kicks to Paul. From out in the way, he knocks it down. Paul's got his first basket of the night.
How sweet was that? Honey sweet. Paul with great form.
When you talk about Chris Paul's penetration, here's the number 3 in honor of Allen Iverson. But he's not the athlete that Iverson was.
He's different. Iverson was a blur. Chris Paul is more about strength and side-to-side quickness. But Paul's a very good athlete in his own right. But it's his skill that is just so impressive. The ball handling, the passing, the awareness. What a player. He's a scrapper. The guy never slows up, and he throws his body around with utter disregard for his own safety. You got to love his approach to the game.
Maybe that takes a toll on him over the course of a season, but really that's the only way he knows how to go about it.
And he makes the first.
Well, let's start with the positive in the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said. Is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoffs for them.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. Spurs, Steve, just dominated them, and every sense of the word, injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for L.A. And I think a lot of people thought the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
Free throw, good, Booker.
You know, the Suns really had a lot to overcome as they started the rebuilding project, and they just weren't the same team the home crowd was used to seeing, and the struggles were evidenced by that 17-24 record here at home.
And the Suns, who have been so good for so long here at U.S. Airways Center, it really was strange to see them drop so many games on their home court.
Well, to give you an idea of just how dominant this team has been here in Phoenix, this was the first time since the end of the 2003-2004 season that they didn't have a home record better than 500.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bring it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
I asked him about the challenge of containing Chris Paul, and he said, well, he's one of the best in the business, maybe the best. There's really nothing he can't do. But, fellas, he said matching CP3's intensity on the court and making him work defensively are two keys. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Westbrook dishes to Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Booker the pass to Paul. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
He dishes it to Booker. Passes to Bridges. He feeds it to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. A shot by Paul, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open. And that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Here's Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Here's Tucker. Misses the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Paul kicks to Booker. A putback.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Is it ever, Kevin?
The dish now to LeBron. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Crowder, offensive rebound. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Defended by Gasol.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
The feed to Davis. Pass to Tucker. Tries it from the top of the key. Second shot opportunity. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Los Angeles shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back. For the majority of his career, Marc Gasol has been referred to as the other Gasol. But last season, you can make that case that he surpassed his brother Powell in terms of impact on the court.
Now here's Paul. Lock at 6. And the shot is good. 7 points in the game.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And Marc Gasol, a little bigger than his older brother Powell, very comfortable at the center position, whereas Powell is a little more of a tweener. They're both obviously so incredibly skilled.
They sure are. I mean, both Gasol's able to play in the high post as passers or jump shooters or down on the low block, and where they can use their array of offensive skills. Pretty impressive to see two players like that coming out of the same family.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tire.
Well, Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that left the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash and Grant Hill, had trouble keeping their health up. And, Steve, I don't know, you've been in that organization. Whatever they are doing, they're keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that cause.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program with the training schedule. But a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
First free throw is good.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
The Suns making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And both free throws good for Davis. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And, Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and, of course, Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
That's good from McGee.
It had been half a decade since the Lakers hadn't won the Pacific Division, and their back-to-back titles included in that stretch, but it was quite the fall from grace they took as the Kings of the Pacific would end up 8-8 and third in the division a season ago.
Here's Tucker. The Lakers rebound. Tupon. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Touching back on the Lakers in the Pacific Division, you look at the problems they had with how they played, Steve, and the way the rest of the division stacked up. You could see the problems lining up for them.
Well, the division got better, Kevin. I mean, that's the big thing. Both the Clippers and the Warriors turned out to be excellent teams. And, you know, Phoenix and Sacramento, not so much. But in the end, I mean, the Lakers really had to deal with a couple of teams that were just flat out better than them.
Phoenix has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Paul with the ball. Leads him in there. From 10 feet out. Great D that time from Davis.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Lakers working the ball around now. LeBron kicks to Davis. The steal. Pass to Bridges. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
I like that. Attack and create the contact.
Very nearly had an and one opportunity there. Good aggressive move.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And the fact that they're playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
You know, after the 2004 realignment of the divisions, the Suns jumped out quickly and secured the Pacific title a few times, but even in their long stretch as one of the top teams in the West up until the last few years, they've waited a long time to win another Pacific title.
All free throws good from Bridges. Well, the last Suns division title coming in 2007. And with the way the rest of the division has buffed up, Steve, their roster is now looking very strong. But the Suns were forced to rebuild, and now it may take a while.
Yeah, that's true. The division is getting tougher all the time with Golden State and the Clippers getting better. The Lakers, you know, are going to bounce back quickly. But the Suns have a strong history. One of the great records in NBA history as a franchise. In fact, fourth highest winning percentage of all time after the Lakers, Celtics, and Spurs.
Paul, right side. And the pass to Bridges. Suns keep it alive. Count it from 12. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And something else he has is an array of moves in the paint. You can make a training video for young players to figure out how to play down low in terms of how he gets it done inside.
Here's Paul, following the basket by LeBron James. Dishes to McGee. Paul kicks it to Booker. Launches a three. Here's Heaton. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
They find themselves down here in the first, and a lot of that can be attributed to the early foul trouble.
And you were saying that the fouls in this game a big reason for the score.
Yeah, Kevin, I think that's the case. I mean, they've allowed the other team to get to the line early and often, and you don't want to start that way.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Lakers making a change here. Both shots good from the strike. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. Here's the screen. Tupon, defended by Payne. Tupon. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Passes it to Payne. He kicks it to McGee. He's covered by Matthews. That's tipped. Matthews with the steal. Tupon. Shot misses. Some solid defense here from Payne. Launches it. Gets it to go.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Arizona.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
Number 11. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
And here is Los Angeles now. Number 11 sinks the triple.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And here are the Suns now. Here's Payne. Jacks up a 3. Matthews with the rebound. Ariza outside. Back to Matthews. Tupon. Feeds to Carmelo. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, now it's just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
And when Melo attacks off the dribble, I think that's when he's really at his best. He's got excellent ball handling skills and footwork for a player of his size. And whether putting the ball in his hands in the pick and roll or just isoing him in that pinch post area, he is very tough to defend when he gets ahead of steam guard.
1:37 left to play here in the first. Tupan defended by Payne. Outside Anthony with the shot. And he overshot that one, missing. And for Carmelo, attacking the rim makes a lot of sense. His three-point shot has been streaky over the years, but he looks like he's at least trying, Steve, to diversify his offense.
So I think he needs to attack more often. He can settle for threes. Sometimes he has a tendency to do that, but he's so strong and so quick that I think he's best suited when he really attacks the hole and gets to the foul line.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without foul.
And the Lakers making a change here. .106 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson over to help. Reeves the dishes to Matthews. Los Angeles with another miss.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Now here's Ariza after the miss from Moore. Pushing it up. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Number 11, covered by Anthony. Johnson left side. Another one falls for Phoenix.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
He dishes it to Carmelo. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Anthony's got 5 now. Here's Payne. He's got 6. Pass to Sarge. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
An unusual skill set for a big man. A long-range shot that gives you such good spacing offensively.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Phoenix ahead, up by 11. 2K Sports, back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Andre Kirilenko has signed a contract with the Brooklyn Nets after playing a year with his old team, CSKA Moscow, in 2011-12. He said with the condensed season in the NBA, it was a great chance for me to play in Russia in front of my family and friends while I'm still in my prime. And, guys, he won the EuroLeague MVP. Now, back at it in the NBA.
Nice to have him back. Thanks, Doris. And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Lakers trail by 8. He feeds it to Westbrook. From beyond the arc, gets it to go. Westbrook's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Phoenix has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They're taking 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Number 11. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Bazemore, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Galloway, the pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Saric. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
That free throw good from Saric. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Los Angeles. And so he makes both from the line.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Westbrook gets a screen from Bazemore. Wide open look. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Rejected by Ariza. Number 11. It's all in by Saric. Saric has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Moore left side. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Suns leading by 5. The pass to Galloway. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Shot denied. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Suns making a change here. Lakers trail by 5. Ariza sends a screen for Westbrook. The dish to Howard. Back to Westbrook. And there's the feed to Howard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Here's Payne. He's got 6. Pass to Crowder. Here's Saric. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Saric has got 4 points now in the quarter.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive presence. And it really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense.
No good from Bazemore. Suns leading by 5. Johnson goes in. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And going back to what Clark said, they didn't actually try to run that much based on tempo, more than what they might have been used to, certainly, Steve. But the D was a concern in a major way.
Well, it was really more about teams running wild on them instead of the other way around. You look at the Laker personnel, big front line last year with Howard and Gasol. The transition defense wasn't quite there. You throw in the injuries. They were never able to find that balance between good offense and solid defense.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Lakers. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Here's Bazemore. Back to Anthony. Poked away. Westbrook. Lakers passing it around. And Bazemore kicks to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. And that one hits back iron. Suns leading by 7.
Russell Westbrook suffering that torn meniscus in his right knee after the collision with the Rockets' Patrick Beverley in the first round of last year's playoffs. Really just derailed the Thunder's hopes for a championship.
Here's Crowder. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. They get the rebound. Goes back up. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Suns making a switch here. Moore's checked in. Lakers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Back to Westbrook until that knee injury. He'd never missed a game in his 5-year NBA career. Clark, the longest consecutive games streak in the NBA.
How about going back to college and high school? Didn't miss any games there either. Remarkably durable. So this is really his first experience with a major injury, Kevin. Knowing him, though, and his tenacity and his desire to be great, I think he's going to be able to respond just fine.
And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got his first basket. Lakers trail by 6. Outside Westbrook takes a 3. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. No good from Moore.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Payne grabs the board. Suns leading by 6. Moore right side. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I thought he'd make that one, and that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Ariza. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
You know, offensively, he's just one of those guys that needs a touch of space to get his shot up. That's all. And if he runs his man off a screen or somehow finds an opening, that's it. He's going to let that thing go.
And I also think he might have played a little football, Steve, because he's excellent at intercepting passes. I mean, that seems to be his calling card defensively.
The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Phoenix has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. There's the screen. Payne passes to Moore. Phoenix no good that time either.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Johnson outside. He passes it to Payne. Moore outside. Dishes it to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Lakers trail by 3. Westbrook gets a screen from Matthews. Matthews sets a screen for Westbrook. And the shot is good. Westbrook's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Really poor decision on that pass.
LA's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. In low to Howard. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Here's Crowder. He has 5. There's the bucket. Good.
That's his first three-pointer of the second half, which actually makes it his first of the game.
Now Westbrook. Releases. Again, Los Angeles.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Here's Payne. He's covered by Westbrook. No good from Moore.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Anthony. He's got 8. Power dishes to Westbrook. Connects from three-point range. Westbrook's got 13 points in just this quarter.
They're shooting just over 50% on their three-point attempts. That's excellent. Each one they make is a tiny little dagger in the heart of the defense.
Here's Crowder. He's got 8. His three-pointers off the mark. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin, and I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
Now, here's Matthews. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Raw. Fires the 3. Bridges misses. The Lakers in the lead.
You know, there was a time when the Suns were an up-and-down team. They'd push the tempo and do everything they could to get layups and shoot the 3. Those days are history now. They're just not a very good shooting team from outside anymore.
So it's Phoenix now after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Here's Crowder, covered by LeBron. And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Eaton. Makes it off the glass. 13 points in the game. Clark, you talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of it.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, 2 good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Well, Clark, you said the Suns didn't shoot the ball well from distance. It would end up 28th in the NBA when it came to the deep ball, Steve, making just under a third of their tries.
Well, of course, a lot of that has to do with the departure of Steve Nash. They didn't have somebody creating those easy looks. Remember, they also were without Channing Frye last year, one of their best three-point shooters who had to sit out the year with the heart issue.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Gasol comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Anthony Davis in for Carmelo Anthony. No free throw is good from Matthews. The Suns trailing. And Booker kicks to Crowder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Gasol's shot is good. 1:33 left to play here in the half.
I think Westbrook may be the most explosive player in the game right now. I mean, you got Wade, Kobe, Derrick Rose, but I think Russell Westbrook, with his speed and quickness, is probably the guy right now.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Lakers shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Ryder pulls it in. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Westbrook really a freak athlete. Clark, a terrific dunker.
Yeah, he's a guy you would just love to see in the dunk contest, Kevin. But he says he's more of a game dunker and might not shine in the exhibition type format. And I can understand that. The dunks that Russell does in games are so vicious and so posterizing that it's hard to create that same type of tenacity and energy in a contest. So I think there are some guys that are more geared towards dunking in games than winning dunk contests.
Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. All free throws good from Bridges. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. LeBron with a screen on Paul. Kicks to LeBron. Passes it to Davis. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. That's 10 points for Anthony Davis.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
There's 38 seconds left here in the second.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Paul kicks to Booker. Unloads from 13. Rebound the Lakers. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. Outside, Davis. He kicks it to LeBron. Great look, but off the mark. From midcourt, can't hit. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Lakers lead by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Coming to you from the 2K Sports Studios, I'm Damon Bruce with the first half recap. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Phoenix. And nice teamwork offensively, moving the ball around. What a great way to play. Russell Westbrook has been outstanding. He has 13 points and is also helping set the table. Who's ready to eat? On the other side, the Suns also putting up numbers. We've seen them getting to the foul line, taking advantage of what the other team's giving them. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Here's Booker. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Tucker. Here comes Russell Westbrook. Howard with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Stolen away. Booker the pass to Crowder. Hits it from three-point range. Crowder's got the first field goal, the second half for Phoenix. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still in the ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
No good from Booker.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far. Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Now here's Paul. Here's Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got 5 points now this quarter. The Lakers trail. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Lakers working the ball around now. And taken away by Paul. Bridges. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And that one falls for Bridges. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Davis setting the pick for Westbrook. Back to Davis. Feeds it to LeBron. Here's Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Los Angeles, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That free throw, no good.
Well, it's been a common practice in defending Dwight Howard to employ the hack of the white strategy, and for a long time people have been getting on Howard to improve his free throws, but the league is considering whether or not to eliminate that strategy from the game.
Good on the second free throw. Clark, you mentioned the league thinking about changing the rules around intentional fouls to prevent forcing poor shooters to the line. You know, the hack-a-shack and the hack-a-Dwight, all these different terms we use. Steve, what do you think of that?
I'm not a big fan of the intentional foul. You know, we've made so many rule changes in the NBA over the last decade to improve the quality of play. I don't think fans want to sit there and watch a guy shoot free throws 10, 12 straight times down the floor. So it's a rule I would like to see changed.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Booker gets a screen from Crowder. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 9. Tucker. No good off the front iron.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And, you know, this is the other thing about him. He's very sophisticated as a one-on-one defender. No matter who he's matched up with, he consistently takes away their number one strength.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Howard with a screen on Paul. And the Lakers with another miss.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Lakers trail by 9. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Davis. Excellent detail from Crowder.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Here's Tucker, defended by Bridges. Tries again, and Howard with the nice bucket inside. Howard's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now here's Paul. Five to shoot.
It's his fourth foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
Guys, we've talked about Chris Paul and his leadership. It's on display off the court as well. He's a member of the Players Union Executive Committee. And after the scathing independent review of the union's leadership, he and his colleagues voted for a change. It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out.
And that one falls for Paul. And you know, Steve, as we kind of shift gears and look beyond just the game itself, Chris Paul and the Players Union, perhaps now, you know, some closer oversight of how their interests are being handled. I think now they want to tighten the screws a little bit.
Well, they should. That's a good thing. Kevin, the players should know about the business of basketball. They should understand their finances as a union. At the end of the day, it is a business, and you have to have the best representation people who are going to have your interest in heart.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Booker, defended by Tucker. He dishes it to McGee. Working on Howard. The jump hook, and that one goes long.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
For three, Westbrook, and another three for the Lakers. Suns leading by 4. Paul kicks to Crowder. The three. Here's Bridges. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. For Los Angeles, they've gone somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. LeBron gets the screen from Howard. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
A nice shot by Booker.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
A nice shot by Tucker.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Bridges. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight. Lakers trail by 7. Westbrook with it. He's got 16. Pass to Tucker. Up and in on the layup. Tucker's got 9.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Phoenix has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Booker. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Marc Gasol has checked in for Dwight Howard. The Lakers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Tupon, defended by Paul. Davis misses off the right iron. Phoenix leading by 5. And there's the pass to Bridges. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
The Suns shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. They set the pick. Here's McGee. He slams it home for the putback.
But I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Yeah, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
Shoots. Green for 2 points. Tucker's got 11 points.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Paul goes in. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Unloads. And it's Phoenix scoring again. Lakers trail by 9. Here is Matthews. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
Here's Booker. From past the arc, gets the bucket. He's got 15.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Timeout called the Lakers.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They're just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 10. Now Matthews. Tupon puts up a three. Good.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Now here's Paul. Six to shoot. He feeds it to Booker. A floater. Here's Heaton. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Well, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
He misses the free throw, and the Lakers making a change here. And he sinks the second. Lakers trail by 8. Westbrook kicks to Davis. Now the dish to Tucker. The feed now to LeBron. Shoots. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation. Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
The first free throw is good. That one is no good.
Well, for those of you who've been sleeping or under a rock for the last few years, Anthony Davis, the #1 pick of the 2012 NBA draft, is 6'10", with a 7'6" wingspan. The all-time NCAA freshman record holder for blocks in the season and a potential superstar big man in the NBA.
Now Paul following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, you know, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
And the first one drops. And for Davis, outstanding in the NBA from day one.
Yeah, defensively an elite shot blocker and rebounder, and offensively very talented as a ball handler and finisher. He just needs to get stronger, and as he grows, as he matures, I think Davis will be a perennial all-star.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Both good from the line that time. Lakers trail by 11. There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. This all setting the pick for LeBron. Here's Tucker. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Suns leading by 11. Dishes it to Crowder. 1:33 left in the third. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
First one falls for him. And the Suns making a change here. McGee's checked in. Good on both. Lakers trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
That is good.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers when there's not a hand in his face. He'll knock those down all day.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7. He passes to Crowder. Kicks to Booker. Feeds to Crowder. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He's normally a really big threat from long range. Struggling right now. He might need to mix his game up a little bit. Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
And they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low. Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
So it's the Lakers now. The Suns getting the bucket. The 3 from LeBron. This ball grabs the miss. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. From about 16, the shot is off. Great D that time from Tucker.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. The Lakers making a switch here. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. He wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Paul kicks to Crowder. It'll count. And it is good. The buzzer. Wow.
Really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Phoenix ahead, up by 12. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Lakers trail by 12.
Hey, get Westbrook.
Pass to Tucker. Shoots. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
He thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Booker dishes to McGee. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The first one falls. Both free throws good from McGee. Lakers trail by 14. Back to Westbrook. He kicks to Tucker. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Jay Crowder's checked in for JaVale McGee. That free throw good from Tucker. And here is Paul. Here's Bridges. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Booker. From 11 feet away, here's Heaton. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. 23 points in the game.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
And here's LeBron outside. And that one's good. Here's Booker. Pass to Paul. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Crowder. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Howard. Lakers trail by 10. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Bridges. Howard kicks it to Tucker. Expanding his range. It's rebounded by Booker.
Well, he's just launching from the three-point line right now because I don't like his shot selection at all.
The leader. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. LeBron kicks to Westbrook. No good with the triple. Suns leading by 10. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Booker. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. The Lakers making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Ball against Westbrook. Davis on the wing. No good. Excellent D there from Crowder.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
And the Lakers call time here.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. He feeds it to Tucker. Back to Westbrook. There's the dish to Tucker. Pass to Gasol. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. 4 on the shot clock. And again, the Lakers no good. Phoenix leading by 16. Paul goes in. Left block shot on the way. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Bridges. The shot is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. There's the 3. No good from LeBron.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Outside for Davis. There's the feed to Tucker. Shot to stop the run. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Dishes it to Crowder. The putback cleans up the mess with the Savage putback flush.
Well, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Another shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 16 here in the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's Booker. After the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Paul. Kicks it to Crowder for three. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got 7 rebounds in the game. Stripped it away. Here's Heaton. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
You know, as soon as that steal was made, it was over. That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover costs you.
Westbrook against Paul. On the wing, Davis. Three-pointer. No run. Nice D from Crowder.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Lakers trail by 20. Feeds it to Tucker. He passes to Davis. He kicks it to Tucker. Tries a 3. The Lakers rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Crowder, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jay Crowder. And he knocks down the first one. Gasol drops 2. Here's Booker. Paul with the ball. Passes it to McGee. Back to Paul. He dishes it to Booker. 5 on the clock. Pass to Paul. Another 3 for Phoenix.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Lakers trail by 21. Now Westbrook.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
The pass to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Here's Paul. He feeds it to Booker. That 3 off the mark. The Lakers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
You know, it's always fun to play the hypothetical game with players. One with LeBron is just how good is he? Like, would he be able to go deep in March Madness playing with a good high school team? That might not be as ridiculous as you think.
And the first one at the line is good. And Clark, you talk about LeBron and the college level. He looks like he's playing against college players, you know, Steve, with his strength and his size.
Well, he can do everything. No matter what you ask of him on the floor, he can do it. He can play point guard. He can play power forward. And defensively, I mean, how about last year during the playoffs? 1 minute he's guarding David West. In the next series, he's guarding Tony Parker. So the versatility is just incredible.
Good shot. You're right. Now here is McGee. Here's Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Westbrook with the bucket. Now here's Paul. Stolen by Westbrook. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Marc Gasol.
Westbrook.
Here's Tucker. The dish to Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Deflects the pass. Westbrook again, Los Angeles. So it's Phoenix now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Phoenix leading by 12. Here's Booker. He's guarded by Davis. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
A great job getting the ball inside right now. Coach really wants them to show some physical presence and toughness here in the second half. And that's exactly what they're doing.
That's good from McGee. Lakers trail by 15. Now the feed to Tucker. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Bridges. Suns keep it alive.
That's how to bang down low. His hard work gives him another possession.
Here's LeBron. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his third rebound on the night. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Lakers trail by 16. Dishes to Tucker. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Booker's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Booker.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And Los Angeles guys shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable.
Hey.
LeBron against Bridges. And again, LeBron missing.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Booker the pass to Paul. Paul gets a screen from McGee. Pass to Bridges. Here's Heaton. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. He's got 29 points.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Westbrook a screen on Bridges. LeBron dishes to Westbrook. Kicks it to Tucker. Gives him the lead pass. Oh, can't hit.
Had a Pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And here is Paul. He passes to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. And the Suns get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
A second chance effort. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The first free throw is good. And the Lakers making a change here. All free throws good from Bridges. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. Tupine. Offensive rebound. Anthony off the mark, and the drop continues. Suns leading by 22. And Moore kicks to Sarge. Feeds it to McGee. 7-foot shot. That's short off the rim.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Off target from three-point range. The Suns shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. Galloway, the pass to Moore. Passes it to Sarge. He kicks to McGee. Clock at 6. No good. Good D by Ariza. Lakers shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. The shot and game clock separated by 4, and the basket good. Suns shooting well. They're at 45%. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Moore outside. So it's the Suns winning easily here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.